hopefully he's got something practical. We'll find out. I'm always nice. I'm always nice until people start their underhanded tactics. If we don't get any of that, it's going to be cordial, it'll be nice. I'm a nice guy. Well, he sent me an email, Eric, and I've sent him a link. Imagine everybody's got Gmail. Hello?
What's up, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
I don't know.
Floor's yours, what's it?
Okay, yeah. So, I don't even understand this claim, but so I pointed out that if you drop an object on the earth, okay, you're claiming that the object's effectively just sitting there.
Nope.
On the earth.
Nope. Nope.
Go ahead.
That's not what I'm claiming. What's it?
Is
Carry
the
on.
object falling or not?
No. There's no downwards acceleration is my claim.
Is the object falling?
What, falling, like physically moving downwards through space? Yeah. Nope.
Okay, so it's just sitting there.
Nope.
Then what's it doing?
Losing momentum.
It's losing momentum.
It's losing, yes, what's it? And I told you and I warned you, what's it? If you're going to start that underhanded shite, I'm going to chin you straight on with it, son. So it's only up to you whether this is cordial or no. So I suggest you quit with the fucking nonsense. Alright? So if you want to understand my position, so here's...
You're about to get destroyed.
Okay, what's it? I'm about to get destroyed, although you've come in here with absolutely no comprehension of the position of whatsoever. But I'm going to get destroyed. So the position here is that everything within the earth is in motion with the earth. So when I release an object, from that moment I release the object, it loses the momentum it had.
Okay, so here's the question. When I use interferometry and I measure an object falling to the ground at a single location, the rate that is measured with lasers changes at the same location throughout the day. Okay? So then you need to explain to me, how is the object falling at different rates at the same location if it's actually the Earth moving up?
Okay. So before we even get to any of that, right, I'm going to screen share here. No. What's it? I'm addressing it, right? What I'm going to show people is your interferometry, right? Can you see the screen? What's it?
I cannot see a screen, no.
Right, well, for the people watching, look, here's this video, right? So what we have in front of you is a reference frame, a box. In the reference frame we have two rulers within the box. Now, using interferometry, you would only conclude that it's the ruler that's moving. However, in any given situation or scenario here, I'm moving both one and the other simultaneously. So in one scenario I'm moving just the ruler, in the other scenario I'm moving the box, and in the other scenario I am moving both. How are you going to establish physically what's actually moving?
Okay, you completely avoided the point.
No. No. I'm still going to get to that point. Right?
You're trying to pretend you need to teach me the principle of relative motion.
So
okay, well, I'm not five. I understand that concept.
So my method of understanding something accelerating is or being in motion would be the displacement and accelerometer. So if something is falling downwards, that being a bottle with gas liquids in it, right, and I see no displacement of the gas in the liquids, why am I not seeing the gas and the liquid's displacing if it's accelerating?
Oh, see, I knew you would do this, right? You're going to try to pull your script out instead of answering my question because it completely destroys your entire position.
Right, so things fall at different rates at the same place. So if I've got a marble, the same marble, and at different times of the day I drop it and apparently it falls at different rates, I need to see that first and foremost. But however, there could be all sorts of factors to account for that: electrostatics, magnetism, air resistance, air density, pressure, moisture. There's loads of variables that I could have to go through before I establish that.
Okay, so that would be displacement then, right?
What do you mean?
Well, if there's a change in the measured rate, then there would have to be some form of displacement.
No, the displacement.
There's a uniform motion up.
The displacement's in regards to different matter, so gas, liquids, and solids. So in my example, when I drop the bottle with gas, liquid and solid, not only that, an air bubble rising and something sinking within it, all that motion ceases and there is no displacement of the gas and the liquid. So why is that happening?
Okay, the fact that there's a buoyant relationship with the medium is completely non sequitur. You're saying, you just invoked electrostatics and stuff, which is funny, right? So you're saying that there are external variables that will change the rate at which we can measure objects falling. But you know that there's actually no acceleration, even though we're measuring a change in it.
There's no downwards acceleration. There's no downwards acceleration.
You realize this is just an unfalsifiable claim?
What? No, it's not.
Right?
What's it? If I accelerate a bottle downwards, physically accelerate it downwards, I see displacement. I witness displacement and I see an inversion of buoyancy and density. That's what happens under conditions of acceleration with gas, liquids and solids. Now, you're avoiding it. When I let the bottle go, I see no displacement, no gas and liquid displacing, buoyancy and density not inverting, ceasing to be. Why? What's it?
I just explained to you there is a buoyant relationship, and that would be stronger than the weak.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? There's a buoyant relationship. A buoyant relationship between what's it? Because in the bottle, well, in the bottle, the relative density disequilibrium has been claimed. Relative density disequilibrium would the motion of buoyancy and density would be present regardless of whether it was in free fall. If it's only related to materials within a medium, I should still see the air bubble rise and the medium and the thing sink. But you're still not answering the question, what's it? If I physically accelerate the bottle downwards, I see displacement of gas and liquids. Now, you're claiming there's downwards acceleration, but there is no displacement of the gas and liquids. Why?
Okay, see if you don't interrupt me this time. So, there's a buoyant relationship with, say, the bubble and the liquid, right? And that buoyancy is going to be stronger than the downward electric bias. So therefore you're not going to see the displacement from the downward electric bias because the buoyant relationship is much stronger. What's so funny though is you keep avoiding the point. Interferometry objectively refutes this claim. So
you're saying
listen, dude.
No. Don't skip over your claims. Don't skip over your claims. What's it? Don't skip over your. Are you telling me that you can affect buoyancy with electrostatics?
Of course you can.
So you can invert it then?
Yeah, absolutely.
Where's the demonstrations? Tell me where I can go and see that right now.
Okay, go watch the Last Level documentary.
And what's describe the physical demonstration that you're talking about in there?
I use two Gaussian plates. I flip the polarity of the field, and then I can cause the object to go up.
Listen, what's that?
In the medium.
What's that?
But hey,
what's that?
Buddy.
You're still avoiding.
Dude.
What's that? What's that? Using individual pieces of matter and making them change their positions. Know what I'm asking you? What's it? Right? When I let the bottle go and there's a claim of downwards acceleration, why am I not witnessing the displacement of the gas and the liquids?
Okay. If you keep interrupting me, I'm not going to stay on the call, right?
If you keep avoiding and keep skirting over it and making idiotic claims, I'm going to keep interrupting you until you provide a demonstration and an articulated answer to the question I'm putting to you.
I already answered your question. This is the reality. We have something called linear interferometry. It measures linear motion. If you're claiming that the Earth is moving up, it would be measurable with linear interferometry, okay? You're making a claim that it looks like the Earth is stationary, but it's actually not. Just like a glober, the claim can be dismissed.
See the same thing that you're saying, right? It can just be reversed on you, son. Again, what's the name of this thing, this movie that you had? Give me the title right now.
It's called Level. And so, I just said,
Level.
You can change the directionality of a density tower using electrostatics.
Can you?
Flip the polarity of the field.
I'm going to see.
Flip the polarity of the field.
Let's just get the video.
Make the object go up.
Let's just get the video till we witness this density gradient, the density tower being inverted. Where is it level and where's the channel? What's the channel on?
I don't know what it's called on YouTube. I think it's called Level with Me, right? Is the movie?
And whose channel would it be on?
It would be on Sean Hibler's channel.
Sean Hibler.
You didn't even watch the Level movie? Okay, dude, this is what I don't understand, bro, is why you're avoiding the point. So what we found out is the object will fall at different rates, and you had to invoke electrostatics to explain it. Okay, and then you're claiming that the Earth is moving, but you have no evidence of it other than to appeal to incredulity. And I'm saying, what about linear interferometry? Why would linear interferometry not measure it?
See your gish gallop. Hold on a minute. We're trying to get this video just now. So we can. Well, we're talking about one point, and you're on about other points. So that's gish gallop, son. So where's this video? What's it called? Level what?
Level with Me. It's right there.
Well, I'm seeing Maui and 15, Old World Order. Episode 25 with David Ewing, Kirsten
Megan. A little bit. There's a movie called Level with Me.
Level with Me. Okay, and where do you know whereabouts it is?
Go down.
Right, I've got the movie. I'm going to screen share just now. Hang on. I'm already screen sharing.
I'm actually watching you on YouTube, so.
Am I screen sharing just now? Aye. Right. So whereabouts is this demonstration?
I don't know where it is in the movie, dude. It does, find it. This is what's funny. Are you denying that I can take a Van de Graaff generator and make something go up?
No.
Okay, so then do you understand that even though the object's more dense than the air, I can actually make the object go up?
That's fine. Nobody's disputing any of that stuff. What's that? I don't know what you're talking about, son.
Well, you asked me how can I account, or how can I basically flip the directionality based on a density tower? It would be the same thing. If you introduce enough electrostatics to flip the polarity of the field, then you could flip the direction.
So you've no actually inverted buoyancy and density. So you've no actually got a bottle with water, gas, and an air bubble in it, and you're actually flipping the whole orientation and showing us the air bubble now going down the way and the dense material going up the way within the water, or even accelerating it all without displacement. I mean, that's what I'm looking for here. So now you're saying.
I have stuff to do. I know that you just sit here and scream at the computer, but I have stuff to do. So this is what we're gonna do.
No worries, what's it?
Claiming. Listen carefully.
No, you listen, fucko. You listen, you fucking intellectual midget. You just made a fucking claim. Now you're running away. Witsit's running away because he knows fine well that there's nothing in this video that accounts for his fucking claims. You're unbearable. You're a fucking liar. You're a liar, son. A liar. Liar.
Strawman my position.
Liar.
That I invoked uniform acceleration. I've never ever done
that. Right. Well, let's clarify it. When I let the bottle go and the gas and the liquid do not displace.
You have like a cult. These people are like a bunch of little cult members, right? They're acting like you're destroying.
What's that?
Right now.
What's that? So if I let the bottle go, if I let the bottle go and the bottle, the gas and the liquid don't displace, they must all be moving towards the earth at the same rate. Correct?
Say again?
So when I let a water bottle, if I accelerate a water bottle down the way, the air goes to the bottom and the liquid to the top. But if I let it go, that doesn't happen. Right? Are you still claiming that it's all accelerating towards a stationary Earth?
Yeah.
You're claiming uniform downwards acceleration then?
No, it's not uniform.
Well, why is the water and the gas not displacing?
It measurably fluctuates, bro.
So why does the gas, the liquid and the solid not fluctuate between themselves then in free fall?
There's a buoyant relation.
There's a buoyant relation. Why are they not displacing? What's it? Yeah, if you're not claiming uniform downwards acceleration, then we would see displacement amongst them.
Okay, we have a buoyant relationship between the different liquids, the mediums, right? And that buoyant relationship is much stronger than the provable measurable downward electric current on the Earth. So what I'm invoking is actual facts, which is that I can measure there's a downward electric current on the Earth. I can measure objects fall at different rates at the same location.
That's great.
You're having to invoke my position. Right here, I say electrostatics will change how fast something falls.
That's no, I'm not using that as anything to do with the vector or buoyancy and density or the pressure gradient. Don't straw man me. Again, what's it? In the vessel, the gas and the liquid in the same vessel contained, right? And I let that go, I see no downwards acceleration, there's no displacement. So it must be accelerating towards the stationary Earth uniformly. Correct?
No.
Wow. So it's no moving uniformly. So if they're not moving uniformly, I would see displacement.
Okay. If there wasn't a stronger force present.
What's the stronger force?
Buoyancy. I've said that 7 times.
Buoyancy. Buoyancy's not a force. Buoyancy's not a force. What's it?
Oh, really? What is it?
It's an effect.
Oh, it's an effect of what?
Motion.
And it doesn't result in... No, it's not an effect of motion.
Of course it is. Listen, what's it? If I accelerate a bottle with a gas in it, right, and a liquid in it, an accelerometer, the gas moves towards the direction of acceleration.
Hey, buddy, you just said buoyancy is not a force.
It's not a force.
Enlighten all of us. What causes buoyancy?
Motion.
Motion? So anywhere there's motion, there's buoyancy.
Listen carefully, what's it? I know it's hard for you to comprehend real physics, son, right? When I accelerate gas and liquid, the gas moves towards the direction of acceleration. So I can invert what you call buoyancy, right? I can create buoyancy in any vector, you decide. So if you tell me I want it at a 45-degree angle going in that direction, I can create buoyancy in that direction. So buoyancy's, buoyancy's not something that's itself. It's an effect of motion. That's what a density gradient is.
No, it's not. It's an effect of pressure mediation, bruh. You don't even know what you're talking about.
Pressure mediation. Pressure only happens because of motion. Also, what's it? Again, in free fall, pressure. Listen, pressure, buoyancy and density, motion vector, density gradients, orientation, all vanish in free fall. What's it?
Hey, here's the deal, man. The buoyant, if you want to call it an effect, whatever, it is, of course, an effect of pressure mediation. It results in a force if it's defined as...
It's a result of a force. It's the result of a force. Listen, do you know what a force is? What's a force? What's it?
Well, according to mainstream physics, it's MA, right? But you would have to get into what is M.
No, what's witsit claim of what a force is?
You're in a position to actually learn because you've gone
you need to learn.
over the top.
You need to learn, son. What's it? What's a force? What's it? Whatsit can never answer a straight question. What's a force? What's it?
Did I not just answer it?
No. What is a force? You've been on about... Listen, you mumbled on about mainstream stuff. I'm not interested in mainstream stuff. What does witsit claim a force is?
Hey, what did I say the first time?
What's a force? What's it?
Oh, so you keep interrupting and then claiming I'm not answering.
What is a force? What is a force?
Okay, again, is what they say is mass times acceleration. I don't believe in quote-unquote mass. That's actually volume times density. So volume times density times acceleration is what we call a force. Now, actually, to define energy and force and field...
Energy.
Gets kind of tricky.
Energy.
Kind of tricky.
What's energy? Whoa. No, wait a minute. Force. Well, I'm going to... Listen. You just want to skirt over and make all these fucking... these wee statements about energies. What's energy?
Do people here actually enjoy the way you're at?
Listen. I'll tell you, force is motion, right? And energy is motion.
I'm keeping notes of all these names.
That's good.
These are people that I don't want to
Aye, because what's a moron? Witsit doesn't comprehend that force is just something that's in motion. A force is something in motion that presses on something else. That's what a force is. Right? Simple.
Hey, buddy, you want to calm down?
No, I'm calm. I'm totally calm.
Witsit? You're totally calm.
Aye.
You're screaming and interrupting.
No. I'm just a passionate guy and I don't tolerate nonsense. Witsit? For one, you don't even know what a force is. You can't even define it. I'll define it for you. It's motion. Energy is motion. Energy and force are not things intrinsic of themselves. Energy and forces are concepts to describe motion. There you go. Simple.
Okay, motion is a very encompassing term. Okay, so if we want to go down to like 5-year-old levels and say everything is motion, that's a cool story. What we're going to do is destroy your claim, and you're going to keep avoiding it.
All
we
right.
have linear interferometry. It measures very precise motion, okay? Precisely measures motion. It's called linear interferometry, which was denied to even exist for years because it destroys the globe. It exists. It's provable. If the Earth is moving upward, you would be able to detect it with linear interferometry.
How? Explain.
Okay, so you take lasers, right? You have light that's in the same phase. You split it, making sure it's in the same phase. If there is motion, then it's going to cause a displacement or an interference pattern in the light, because in one direction, the light's going to have to travel further due to the motion that's in its environment, where you would get an interference pattern detecting the motion of the Earth.
What, the air? I mean, how would it detect the motion of the Earth if it's attached to the Earth, moving linearly with the Earth? How does that work?
Wait. So you think if I shoot light up above the surface, that it's all attached to the Earth in all directions, even if there's a singular direction?
No. When you say linear, do you mean linear like any direction in a straight line?
Yes.
Right. So when you're using that to detect apparent downwards acceleration, what are you using? Are you dropping objects?
No, you don't have to drop an object. It's just using light, right? It's using lasers, and we have perpendicular light. Okay. If there's motion in one direction, then the light that's going against that direction, for example, is going to get to the receiver at a different time than the light that's moving with the same direction of motion. And this is a fact because we use these for incredible amounts of technology, bro. This is how we measure motion.
Who's we?
The whole world. This is how we measure motion.
Well, listen,
bro.
The whole world knows what an accelerometer is. The whole world knows that when force is applied to matter, we get displacement. What's it? So when there's an acceleration present, we get a displacement of different matter. Solid, liquids and gas, because listen, learn something. There's no force known to man that can accelerate gas, liquids and solids simultaneously without displacement. What's it? So when I
I get what you're saying.
Right,
I'm trying to tell you.
When I let a bottle go in free fall and I see no displacement, that means there's no downwards acceleration.
That doesn't mean that. It means that the buoyant force is stronger, and you say
the buoyant force from where? The buoyant force from where?
The interaction between the object and the medium
results
in pressure mediation, and that resultant effect is stronger than the downward bias.
So
answer this question for me. Do you agree that there's a no?
I want to go over what you just said. I want to go back to what you just said.
A downward electric. Do you agree there's a downward electric current on the Earth?
There's an electrical current in the Earth, yes. Right. So let's get back to what you just said.
Is that a force?
Let's get back to what you just said a minute ago. What's it? Right. Okay. So. Oh, fuck, where were we there? What did we just say a minute ago? Your gish gallop's fucking incredible. The claim here is that there's no downward acceleration of gas, liquids and solids. What's it? Your claim is that there's a uniform downwards acceleration of the gas light. So it was the buoyant thing, that was it, right? So if I've got the bottle that somehow is affected by buoyancy in the air, I would imagine, or by me holding it, I don't know what your thinking is. So when I'm holding this bottle, there's an air bubble rising in there, and there's something sinking, and there's air at the top and there's liquid at the bottom. Now when I let that go, the air bubble stops rising, and the thing that was sinking stops sinking. So what was the buoyancy or something? How did it make the air bubble stop rising and the thing stop sinking? So it's a force now that's acting. Because wait a minute, the force now is acting in two different vectors. The force now is stopping an upward vector and a downward vector, and then simultaneously moving it all downwards. Is that what you're saying?
I didn't even follow what you just said.
Well,
this
listen.
Is what's funny is you're desperately avoiding. You notice that as soon as I boiled it down to the important part, you change the subject.
No.
You agree to the downward. Listen, dude, I don't have time for this.
The only one that's avoiding is you, son.
In the future, bro, I have stuff I'm doing.
The only one that's avoiding is you.
So reckless, I jumped on here. Buddy, listen. You admitted there was a downward electric current on the Earth. Okay,
that's right.
That. Well,
I said there's an electrical current.
Answer the question. Is that a force?
Does it cause motion?
Well, of course it does. It's a downward electric current.
Where's it causing the motion?
In the atmosphere.
So what's it moving? What is it moving?
The air itself moves. The air itself is affected. There's a current. You can run a generator with it.
Right.
So the actual charge itself is moving. Right. That's what a current is. So I'm asking you. So if there's a downward electric current on the Earth, right? We have a downward force on the Earth. It's 10 microamps per square meter. It's very small, but it's measurable and provable that there is downward electric pressure on the Earth.
Right.
So if for your whole argument to exist, you have to claim that's not there.
No, I don't. You're strawmanning me again and making absolute nonsense lies. And everybody can see through you here. What's it? You've been asked specifically for specific things. Nobody's denied the electrical current or any of that stuff. Not once has it been denied. Over and over and over again I've stated it. Right? And you continue to hammer on with that. What I'm fucking saying to you, what's it, is you're claiming that there's acceleration downwards of the gas and liquids without displacement, and I'm asking you to justify that.
And what did I say?
Gobbledygook.
Okay. Well, that's incorrect.
Well,
there's a buoyant relationship, right? And that results in pressure mediation. In fact, the pressure mediation is actually the cause of what we call buoyancy, right? And if you're saying that force is just motion,
so if you know the cause of buoyancy, listen.
You have to interrupt me because you know.
Well, no. If you claim you know the cause of buoyancy, then I'm asking you to invert it, manipulate it.
Wait, calm down. You said...
No. You claimed you could control it, so manipulate it, invert it. Show me that.
You said that force is motion, and then you said that buoyancy is motion, and then you said that buoyancy is not a force.
Buoyancy is an effect of motion. That's what I said.
Okay.
That's what I said, but what's it? You can rewind it.
Okay, then if it's an effect of motion, what exactly is buoyancy then? Like, what's the effect?
It's pressure mediation due to the motion.
Oh, due to the motion? No, the pressure mediation causes the motion.
No, it doesn't.
Dude,
yeah, in order to have, listen.
Buoyancy is the displacement of objects relative to their densities, thus pressure mediation. So your own position contradicts itself. You say buoyancy is not force. Force is just motion, but buoyancy is motion.
Let's clarify that. Let's clarify that then. So if we're back to relative density disequilibrium, then if I've got a bottle with liquid in it and an air bubble rising and something sinking and I let that go in free fall, it should continue to rise and sink within the medium. But it doesn't. It stops its motion. Dude.
If it's falling down, if the object is falling down, okay, but there's a buoyant relationship.
What do you keep saying that? You keep saying that. A buoyant relationship between what?
The object and the medium.
Right, so the solid bottle and the air that's surrounding it.
No, we're talking about inside the bottle, right? Are we talking inside the bottle?
Alright, so what changes then? No. So for one thing, as soon as I let it go in free fall, there's no pressure within that medium anymore. None. Right? So what's causing the air bubble to stop rising and the thing stop sinking?
Say again?
There's no pressure. When I let something go in free fall, there is no pressure within the medium anymore, within the bottle. The pressure goes. Right? So if I'm holding that bottle and I've got an air bubble rising and a material sinking within the bottle and I let it go, nothing changed about the density of the water, nothing changed about the air bubble, nothing changed about the density of the matter sinking. Why did it stop sinking and why did the air bubble stop rising? Nothing changed.
Okay. Yeah, it's in free fall.
And
in order for you to make your claim, you have to claim a kinematic and dynamic you have to claim a kinematic and dynamic equivalence of the Earth being stationary or something falling down to it, or the object effectively being stationary and the Earth moving up to it. If you say no, it doesn't matter. That's just physics.
No, it's not, Disney. I'm not claiming that the objects are stationary and the Earth's meeting them. I claim that the objects are in motion and lose that velocity.
Okay, but if it's in motion in tangent with the Earth, then relatively speaking, it isn't moving. Okay, it's called relative motion.
Oh, I know about relative motion. I just quoted my own video. What's it? But see, the thing about I quoted about my video, see if I had an air bubble and water on one of the rulers and I moved that ruler, you would see physically that there was motion of the ruler because the gas and the liquid would displace what's it. Right?
Dude, your ruler experiment or demonstration literally invokes relative motion. You understand that?
That's you. You've just invoked that. I'm just clarifying it for you.
Oh my God!
What's that?
You're saying you wouldn't be able to tell the difference in what was moving? That's
But-
called relative motion.
But what did I say? If I attached an air bubble and a little vessel of water to the ruler, and when I accelerated the actual ruler, you would know the ruler was the thing that was moving. Why? Because physics, what's it? The gas and the liquid would displace, because guess what, what's it? That's what happens under conditions of acceleration. Now, back to the main point, what's it? When I let the bottle go, there is no displacement. Listen carefully. Do you want me to show you a video? No, you're funny, because you're dumb. If I physically accelerate the bottle down the way, the air bubble moves towards the earth and the liquid towards the sky. Now, when I let it go in free fall, listen, when I let it go in free fall, are you claiming it all accelerated towards the earth?
Okay. Dude, you're going to answer my question.
You're avoiding the main premise. You're avoiding the main premise. What's it? And everybody can see it.
Dale, you're claiming that there is a change in acceleration while simultaneously claiming that there isn't acceleration.
Oh, listen.
I asked you, I said linear interferometry measures objects falling at different rates at the same location over time. And then you said, oh yeah, something like electrostatics causes it. So then you invoked acceleration. No, you didn't. You absolutely did.
I'm going to make you look dumb again. Because I said if I had a little marble, because what witsit's talking about is like solid pieces of matter, not gas and liquids in relationships to each other. He's talking about solid. Right, that's what witsit's talking about, and I know that's what he's talking about, but witsit thinks he's fucking smart. What we're talking about is gas and liquids and the relationship between the two, or the three, gas, liquids and solids, not individual solid matter and it falling at a different rate at any given time of the day, which can be
so solids do accelerate down.
No.
So is there an acceleration or not?
Not down the way, no.
Okay, so then why does the measured rate of fall change at the same location?
Because there's air resistance, there's static electricity, there's magnetism, there's surface area, there's temperature, there's the density of the medium, there's varying factors in that scenario, so that the object...
Okay, that would mean acceleration, that would be...
Well, acceleration regards... I meant downwards, I keep clarifying it by downwards. There's an acceleration in regards to a change of velocity, yes, because the object loses its momentum that it had when it was solidly attached to the earth. Right, so now that we've clarified that part, right, and we understand that, let's now get back to the main premise. Gas, liquids,
we're going to stay here because this destroys our whole argument.
You want to stay here because you want to avoid the main premise, and I've accounted for what you just said. I've clarified. I did. We're conflating solid bits of matter and your interferometry and your interpretation of that. And I'm talking about gas, liquids and solids.
It's nothing to do with interpretation.
It is.
Okay?
Get back.
Listen, it's very simple, Del. If your claim is that the Earth is moving up, okay, and there's no downward acceleration, that applies to everything. Liquid, gas, solids.
That's right.
Okay. We can drop. Listen, there is no air resistance. It's in a vacuum-sealed chamber. We drop a little BB. There's interferometry, so there's crossing patterns of lasers that scan back and forth and measure that object. That object falls at different rates at different times at the same location.
Right.
You've then invoked something called electrostatics. What you're saying is that there's a change in the measured motion of the object.
No.
You can no longer What?
There's a change in regards to it losing its momentum. Its rate of deceleration is fluctuating. Right? There is no downwards. This is a bit that you keep avoiding, and I'm going to keep clarifying it for everybody. Witsit's avoiding the main point. That the claim is there is no downwards acceleration. Right, Witsit? If we got that clear, my claim is there is no downwards acceleration. Right? There's a loss of momentum. An acceleration, we'll call it a deceleration, so the object loses its speed that it had when it was connected to the earth, right? And there can be different factors for that. Okay, so let's get back now, Witsit. We're talking about the relationship of gas, liquids and solids. Under conditions of acceleration, gas, liquids and solids display displacement. Now, when I let the bottle go into free fall, there is no displacement of the gas, liquids and solids. When there is a claim of downwards acceleration, when I accelerate downwards, I see a displacement of the gas, the liquids and solids. But when I let it go in free fall, I do not witness a displacement of gas, liquids and solids. Ergo, no downwards acceleration, witsit. So what's happening?
Okay, you're saying that the object's decelerating, but when you're invoking relative motion, you're then having to say that's equally valid to acceleration. That it's like you don't understand your own claim.
No, you don't understand. Listen, I know my claim. You don't understand yours.
Respond to what I just said.
I've clarified it. You need to go back and listen. Witsit? That's your problem, right? I'm not going to repeat over and over again so you can avoid the main points, right? There is no displacement of the gas, liquids and solids under claimed conditions of acceleration. That's your problem, witsit. So when I let the bottle go, you have to assert that the gas, the liquid and the solid are all moving uniformly towards a stationary Earth.
Okay, the actual change in the downward electric bias is extremely small and measurable. You're having to actually invoke it. You're conceding it. You're saying, yes, there's a downward electric current. Then you're saying that's not a force. And then you're saying, yes, the object will fall at different rates. So you're actually invoking acceleration or deceleration, which in relative motion are equally valid either way. They're the same thing from different reference points, right? That's what you're invoking. That is absolutely what you're invoking.
If electricity causes motion, it's a force. I clarified that. Now we're going over and over the things that I've clarified already. Listen, witsit? If I am holding a bottle, this is rudimentary and I need you to just go with me step by step. If I am holding a bottle with gas and liquids in it and I physically accelerate it with my hand towards the earth, the air is now at the top of the bottle, the bottom of the bottle and the liquid at the top of the bottle. Do you comprehend so far?
Yeah, but you're claiming you know that there's no displacement, but that isn't true because the displacement would be very small in relation to the buoyant force, which means you have to have very precise measurement. So guess what I did? I invoked the most precise measurement that exists on Earth. It's called interferometry.
So there is
we proved that objects fall at different rates at the same location. They fall at different rates at different locations, and we proved that linear interferometry does not detect the Earth moving. Therefore, you have a claim contrary to actual empirical.
No. It's you that has a contrary claim, witsit, because now you're saying it's so small that it is displacing, but it's so imperceptible that we can't witness it. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you would need measurement to support your claim that there's no displacement.
Well, gas and liquid is a measurement. That's an accelerometer. Witsit?
What?
Gas and liquid are an accelerometer. Do you understand what an accelerometer is?
Yeah, actually, accelerometers, like in your phone, they use capacitance readings, right? They actually use two conductive plates.
That's because
they measure the capacitance, and that's converted to an electric signal that they then attribute to G.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Because of displacement.
Displacement of what?
It doesn't matter what you're displacing, because forces cannot act simultaneously on different states of matter uniformly, witsit. Right.
Oh, so clearly you stepped in it. You brought up accelerometers. It turns out you don't know what they do.
I did. An accelerometer I've just clarified it. You just don't comprehend it. An accelerometer works because force is not multifaceted. An accelerometer works because when force is applied to a particular piece of matter, other matter stays where it is and it causes displacement, and that's how we read motion. Right? That's how we know how much motion there was, witsit. So what I'm saying to you is a basic accelerometer is gas and liquid. If I accelerate gas and liquid in any vector, 360 degrees three-dimensionally, I see displacement. Downwards, upwards, left, right, diagonal, any direction you want. Now, when it comes to free fall, we do not witness any of that. Not only that, buoyancy and density cease. Pressure ceases. Density gradient ceases. Because the motion of the Earth is no longer present. Acceleration is no longer present.
Well, that's a convenient claim.
No, right? that's the reality.
This is like an actual stillman of your position. The Earth is moving, You just can't measure it. Everything.
You can measure it. Listen, witsit. Listen, here you go, right? So see if I'm holding the bottle, okay? And here's I'm playing with the variable, right? When I'm holding the bottle and the air bubble's rising through the water and I accelerate it more up the way, guess what happens, witsit? See the rate of the air bubble rising through the medium? It increases. And then see if I accelerate it the opposite down the way, the bottle, it now inverts and the air bubble now goes towards the earth and the water towards the sky. And I can repeat that in any vector I like. But the vector that we already have where water's level, it's already displaced, showing us the motion. If I add to that vector, I can increase the rate of the motion of buoyancy and density. Not only that, I can increase the pressure, witsit. Can you achieve any of that with electrostatics, witsit?
It's so hard to even hear through your accent.
Oh, fuck off. You're spanked, son. Away you go. Away you go and chant. Away you go and chant that you won something. You've been spanked, son. Fuck off now. Away back to your little fucking cult echo chamber and regurgitate the same thing and get patted on the back. You've been spanked, son. Listen,
okay.
You can't.
This is the truth, right? You want to talk about echo chamber? You have low IQ morons in here claiming that you're destroying me right now. Is there a downward electric? Answer my question. Is there a downward electric current on the Earth? Yes or no?
There's an electrical current, yes.
Okay, and that's not a force.
Yes, if it moves things, it's a force. If it causes motion.
Okay, so
the fact that it's moving.
Electric force on the Earth.
Listen.
How is it? Wait. How does that factor into your explanation of dropping the bottle?
The fact,
just go away.
See the fact that I accounted for this about 45 minutes ago, right? Yes, I did. I told you fine well. If there's motion, it's a force. So if there's motion present, it's a force. Okay? Because that's what force is. Motion. F equals ma, mass times acceleration. Something moving is what we denote as force. Okay? So we established that. You just don't comprehend it because you're fucking dumb.
No, you're not understanding the point though. So if there is a downward electric force on the Earth, you're claiming that doesn't result in any type of downward bias or acceleration. So now you're going to have to invoke your little bottle experiment and explain the downward electric bias that you keep ignoring.
It's not. There's no downward electric bias in regards to gas, liquids, and solids. What's that? What are you talking about? I've just explained that to you. There is. You're the one that's. Listen. I use motion to display the pressure and density gradient, the motion vector of buoyancy and density, any motion vector, utilising motion, right? Displacement of gas, liquids and solids under conditions of acceleration. You're now claiming there's a bias of electricity downwards, which denotes that it must be moving the gas, the liquids and the solids simultaneously with no displacement. And what I'm asking you is to achieve that in any other vector. If you can invert buoyancy and density, if you can invert the pressure gradient, the density gradient, show me it.
Okay, and I've already told you that, look, listen carefully. If I have two plates, okay, and I put an iron filing in the plate, if I hook it up to a Van de Graaff generator, I can flip the polarity of the field and the object will go up. Even though the object's more dense than the air, it flips the equipotential surfaces in the vertical electric field, which changes the polarity of the field and causes the object to go up. On the Earth, we have a downward electric current and a vertical electric field. This creates the bias. The density relationship of the objects result in a buoyant, if you want to call it effect, I don't care, and that is much stronger than that weak downward electric bias. The way that we can measure and prove that objects are falling to the Earth and at different rates is using interferometry. Your response to that was, oh well, yeah, stuff like electrostatics or electromagnetism will change the rate that it falls, but it's not falling. You're saying that.
The thing is,
you're saying that the. Go ahead.
No, the thing is when I've spoke about these things, as I say, I'm not even doing that avenue yet. I've not even got that far, and I've continued to try and say to people, listen, there's a conversation to be had about electrostatics and magnetism, but it's not responsible for the conditions of Earth. It's not responsible for the vector, right? That's what I've been saying, right? So again.
How do you know that, bro? How do you know that? Because it's a real effect that I can measure.
Because I go with practical. I go with the practical, right? So what I'm saying to you is you need to demonstrate again your iron filings, right? That's fine, iron filings. Demonstrate gas, liquid, and solid being moved uniformly with your capacitors, your two plates. Show me that you can invert the orientation of the gas and the liquids within the capacitors. Demonstrate that, witsit.
Okay, you would have to introduce a ton of electrostatics. I've never personally done that. But what I have 100% done is change the vector of the object, right? Simply by flipping the polarity of the field. What your argument requires is for you to dismiss all these other variables. Dude.
No, listen, I'm going to make a point, witsit, quick, just to clarify this for you. See if I've got a solid iron block that's sitting on the floor, witsit, right, and it's denser than the air. But see if I put a fan under that and blow the fan hard enough so that it elevates it. Does that somehow mean that now we're talking about air blowing? Because that's exactly what you're doing with the electrical thing, right? You're elevating it like building a bridge, right? Or using a stream of some kind, like I'm just showing you with the air. That's not what we're talking about, witsit. That's a parlour trick, son, right? We're talking about...
Oh my God, you people are so retarded.
No, you're retarded, son. We're talking about uniform motion of gas, liquids and solids, which you must have on a stationary Earth. Right? You must have that. Now I'm asking that to be qualified, because my position can be qualified in any vector. I can recreate it. I can account for why buoyancy and density ceases in freefall. I can account for all these things, but you can't. You keep waffling about buoyancy, right? The air bubble stops rising, the thing stops sinking, and the whole thing's moving towards a stationary Earth at the same fucking rate. Witsit. So you need to show me in your little capacitors that you've got an air bubble rising, you've got something sinking, and you can use your electrostatics to stop that from happening. Right? Halt it!
First of all, it's not the same rate. It's not uniform. Just because you keep saying it has to be doesn't mean anything. The fact of the matter is that you are ignoring objective reality.
Oh dear.
And you're saying, yeah, no, you are, because we have measured objects falling at different rates at the same location.
And we've talked about that.
The Earth moving up. You have to say the Earth is moving
we've spoke about that,
different locations at different times. or you have to invoke something. This is what you're saying. Well, yeah, sure, there are other variables that affect how we perceive something falling, but I promise there's something else before that, which is the Earth moving up. Just take my word for it. Even though we can't directly measure it.
I mean, I'm measuring, it's measured every single day. You can set an accelerometer.
That's called a reification.
You can set an accelerometer on the table, right? It's not a reification fallacy, it's certainly not. That's you that's reification fallacy, because you're taking a parlour trick and trying to superimpose it onto everything. And I'm clearly stating for you that you need to be able to achieve the things that you're claiming, and you can't. You keep saying, I need big enough. This sounds like exactly like a globe Earth. Well, I could recreate gravity, but I need a planetoid. I need a big enough mass.
What?
So
no, I've already replicated it, dude.
Where's...
If I manipulate the variable of electrostatics, I can change the vector of an object.
I can change.
Cannot even detect the alleged motion of the.
I can change the vector of a solid object with air.
Assume it, and then you reify and affirm the consequent. Then you ignore the
that's you that's doing it.
And claim.
That's you that's doing that. Witsit. That's not me. I can elevate a solid object with air. What does that prove?
Dude, listen very carefully.
No, you listen. You listen. I can elevate a solid object just the same as you can with your Van de Graaff machine by using air. So what?
Yeah.
And?
Okay.
So what does that prove?
That's totally irrelevant.
No, it's not. It's because you're avoiding the thing. Witsit. Can you invert buoyancy and density? Can you halt buoyancy and density?
When you knew I was about to answer, you changed.
No. I've been asking the same question for the last hour. Can you invert buoyancy and density? Can you cease buoyancy and density in the motion vector using a Van de Graaff machine or whatever you like? Can you achieve that, Witsit? Because that's what we observe in reality in free fall. And if you're claiming that that's what's the cause of it, then I should expect you to demonstrate it on a smaller scale. So can you demonstrate it? Yes or no?
Okay.
The answer is no, you can't. No, you can't demonstrate it, Witsit. So it's no reality then, son.
Okay. So I'm really trying to follow you. I'm not even trying to be a jerk. I'm trying to follow you. But this is the facts of the matter. There's a downward electric current on the Earth.
I know.
And you admit that it's a force. But then you're claiming that whenever we drop an object, that there is no downward force affecting the object falling. Do you not understand that it requires you to ignore a provable variable to make your claim?
What you're doing is ignoring the fact that you must be accelerating the gas, the liquids, and the solids towards the Earth without them displacing. Do you not even comprehend your own position, witsit? Are you that fucking dumb, son? I mean, do you not know that that's your default position? A stationary Earth. How does something stationary have a vector in the first place? How does something stationary now have some magic force that accelerates gas, liquids and solids towards it without displacement? Have you recreated that?
Wait, time out. How is it a magical force when you just conceded it exists?
Because you're claiming it can do things that it cannot. That's the magical part. What's it? Now I'm going to ask you again. Can you invert it? Can you halt buoyancy and density in their motion vector? Can you cease the pressure within the medium? Can you do any of that? What's it?
You can absolutely invert the vector of an object despite...
That's not what I'm asking you, what's it? Can you invert buoyancy and density motion vector within a medium with your electrical field? Yes or no? Answer, no you can't.
I'm not going to say no. You would need a strong electrical...
I can show you gravity, but I need a big enough planetoid in outer space in order to show you.
No, I never said that.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing, you moron. It's the same thing.
No, dude, you want to know what the same thing is? You're claiming the Earth is moving, but you can't directly measure it.
It's measured every day. I'm measuring it right now. I can feel my own weight.
Oh my God, your own weight is you measuring the Earth is moving.
What's causing my weight?
Okay.
What's causing my weight? What's it? Here we go. There's another bit of intellectual insight. What causes my weight? What's it?
Okay, so weight equals mass times quote unquote gravity, which is obviously just downward acceleration.
No.
Volume times density. Volume times. Don't ask me a question and then not listen.
So you're invoking gravity? Are you invoking gravity now? Are you invoking gravity now? Downwards, a downwards bias of gravity? Is that what you're saying to me? What's it?
And look, and these people think you're winning.
I'm spanking you rotten, son. You're too stupid to realise it. Listen, what's it? What's causing my weight? What's causing water to be level? What's it?
Wasn't I trying to answer?
What's causing a plumb line to be straight down? What's it? What's causing water to displace level? What's causing my weight? What's causing my direction? What's causing the motion of buoyancy and density? What's causing the directionality? What's causing all that? What's it?
Are you done freaking out yet? I'm gonna try to...
Sure it's freaking out, son. You've done nothing but dance and avoid continually. Continually, son. So what's causing my weight? What's it? Without invoking...
You're such a little bitch, bro.
What's causing my weight? What's causing my weight? What's it? You says it's no measurable. What's causing my weight? What's the cause of weight? What's it?
I'm trying to answer, but you're a douche.
Don't say gravity, because gravity is just the motion of the Earth.
Oh my God, dude. So I said, shut up. I said, the quote-unquote gravity, which is actually just acceleration, which is an agreed-upon average of things falling. We measure with interferometry. It doesn't matter how much retarded people on the internet with 180 viewers say nuh-uh. So the reality of the situation is that weight equals mass times gravity, but actually mass is just volume times density, and quote-unquote gravity is actually just little a, downward acceleration, agreed upon average, which is not uniform, and it's not constant, it fluctuates, okay? So your weight is going to be based on volume times density. What is density? The compactness of matter. What's the cause of the compactness of matter? What's the cause of the compactness of matter?
Density is another concept. Again, we've got two options. Okay. What's it? Is it me pressing down on the Earth or the Earth pressing on me?
I'm pressing down on the Earth.
So downwards acceleration.
Yeah, I just
told you exactly. Right. No, you're no measuring it. What's it? No, you're not. Right. Again, what's it? Downwards acceleration. Gas, liquids, and solids don't displace in free fall when there's a claim of downwards acceleration. There we go. It took an hour for Witsit to actually categorically state that he doesn't claim downward acceleration, but then he just stated it. He's pressing down there.
This is why it has to be moderated, because you're just retarded. Everything you say is a straw man. I never said there was no downward acceleration. I said there's no constant uniform downward acceleration. Okay? Whenever I said quote unquote gravity, but actually that's acceleration, and you said, oh, you're invoking gravity now? No, I specifically didn't, did I? Whenever the people in the chat say, oh, remember Austin says that buoyancy causes itself? No, I didn't. I said pressure mediation. I said pressure mediation. Everything that you're saying is strong.
Let's clarify pressure. Let's clarify pressure mediation. What do you mean?
Okay, pressure mediation, which is pretty tricky actually, but everything's intrinsically. What?
Go for it. What's pressure mediation? Go. What causes pressure?
Okay, well, pressure is force over a certain area.
What's force? Motion. So let's. I just want to know. I need to stop you. So when we say force, we mean motion, correct?
Mass times acceleration is how we define it. But
yes, that means motion. That's simply put motion. So what's it saying that motion is what causes pressure, correct?
Again, it's quote unquote mass times acceleration, which is actually volume times density times the agreed upon average in which we measure things falling.
Motion. Aye.
It's yes, something in motion is caused by a force.
And a force.
It's not that the motion is the force.
Well, what's it? In order to make something move, something has to move towards it. So motion makes motion. So something has to press on something else. So something has to be in motion to press on something else to make it move. So motion causes motion. Correct?
Motion causes motion.
Yes. Because you're defining force as motion. That's what F equals ma is.
If you would ever for once just shut up, then you could maybe learn.
No, you need to learn what's it. But what's it? Your ego is not allowing you to see how daft you're looking.
Oh my god, dude! This is why it has to be moderated. This is why they want to jump in. You guys act like I'm scared. No, it's I know you have to interrupt me just like Glover.
Because you're not a man. Because you need somebody to fucking hide behind.
You are interrupting again.
You've interrupted me. Right. Doesn't matter. I'm not whining about it. What's it? You're the wee bitch whining and moaning because you're a wee weak male. Stop whining and deal with it, son. Right? So let's establish again. Let's establish it again. What is pressure mediation? What's it?
Okay, I'm trying to answer, but you're a psycho. So density is actually the compactness of matter. So all molecular and intermolecular attractive forces are electrostatic in nature that actually holds the matter together. So based on that actual relationship, you have a certain compactness of matter, i.e. density. That density has a relationship with the medium, and then that actual relationship is exchanged with electrostatic induction or transference, all provable and measurable, by the way. That results in pressure mediation, meaning the actual charge, right? The charge per volume is actually responding to the charge per volume in the surrounding medium, and then it begins to equalize. It equalizes based on capacitance, which is a threshold for electrical storage. So if the system has too much storage or too much electrical charge for its threshold or capacitance, it begins to discharge. People call that negative charge. Then you have positive charge. It's charging up because it hasn't reached its threshold. This relationship is actually what causes pressure mediation.
The motion again, and the discharge is just motion again. Again, you know, that whole word salad that we just had there, there was loads of things said in there that you can unpack, right? And assumptions being made about stuff.
Word salad,
listen.
You're just like a Glover, dude.
No, you're the Glover. You don't learn and your ego's overtaking you. What's it? You've got these mantras and these written statements that you just like to waffle on about, but you don't pay attention. And I told you, you're up against it here, son. Right? So we've established, right, that the real people, the ones that are actually rational and sane, we know that when we're talking about force, we're talking about something in motion. Because that's what it is. That's what the whole foundation of science is. That's what we observe as change. And a change is motion, what's it? Right? Now, in a medium, in free fall, there is no pressure. Do you comprehend that, son?
No, I just absolutely destroyed you, and your response was word salad.
No, I'm not.
You're literally worse than me.
I've got other things to get up to. This guy's a fucking imbecile. What's it? Continue on, son. I'm going to continue to spank you, and every time you utter the same shite, you've been asked to demonstrate how you can invert C-smart buoyancy and density in its motion vector. You've been asked to invert the pressure and density gradient, which you cannot achieve. You said things like, I need a big enough capacitance and all this stuff. You don't comprehend.
You don't even understand.
Well, can you demonstrate it? Can you demonstrate it?
So arrogant and not even understand.
It's not me that's arrogant. Can you demonstrate what I've asked of you?
Let's summarize the conversation. You admit that objects fall at different rates.
See you later, son. I've got things to be around me. No time for fucking morons. Absolute fucking shit stain. Where am I here? I've got a call with Des, I need to go. See, the problem is what's it's got a wee cult. right? And he likes all these mantras, and he's got a wee group patting in the back, and he's fulfilled this egotistical nonsense. Doesn't even comprehend what a fucking force is. Doesn't he comprehend that what we're talking about, how forces act on gas, liquids and solids, right? And wants to just sit there, preaching to the choir with his mantras and hoping that it fucking sticks. Well, we're no his choir. Aye, I won't fucking beg for super chats while you spew your fucking lies. Absolute fucking imbecile. And the problem is they don't have any demonstrations, right? Oh, it's imperceptible. It is so when we drop the bottle with the gas and the liquid in it, it is displacing, but we don't witness it displacing, right? I need to go. Seriously, I need to go. I've got a call here. I'll catch you very soon. Take it easy, people. Take care.